Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new video. Today's video is going to be my August TBR. It is the last month of summer break for me though, so I want to try to read as much as I can. I am also turning 30 this month at the end of August, so that's gonna be, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the books that I plan on reading in August. So I actually have a lot of rereads that I want to do in August, it's interesting that there's so many, but I'm not mad about it because I love rereading books. The first one I'm going to mention, I am currently in the middle of my reread. It's just a very long book and I'm very much taking my time with it. And that is Manacled by Sen-Lin Yu. This is a Dramini fanfic. If you haven't heard me talk about it, my friend Mel from Mel Binds Fics made me this copy and gifted it to me, which was so kind because it's a fanfic. You cannot have it physically unless it's like hand bound by someone. And the fact that she made this for me, I will never get over it. And it's the most beautiful copy. I have the dust jacket because I'm like currently rereading it and I don't want the dust jacket to get ruined. So I just have that sitting off to the side, but I am going through and annotating it. I'm about 200 pages in and it's like a 1,000-page book. So I don't know if I'll even finish this in August. Maybe I will because I love this book so much. But yes, I will be rereading this. I don't know if I plan to finish it or how far I'll get into this, but I thought I would mention that I will be reading this. Another reread I will be continuing is the Harry Potter series. So I am on to book 3, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I've just been going through this series like one a month and annotating and just having a lot of nostalgia and whimsical feelings towards this series. It's been several years since I've reread these books and so I'm just having the best time. More rereads, I will be continuing my reread of the Throne of Glass series, so I'm doing spoilery reading vlogs for them. My current one is the first 3 books, so The Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, and Crown of Midnight, which will be coming out, if it's not already out, very soon. I think it'll be out before this video is, but for August, I want to try to get to Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows. Queen of Shadows, if you don't know, is my favorite book in the series, and Heir of Fire is up there. Yeah, I feel like Heir of Fire is really where the story takes a turn and really takes off and the world gets really intense and we meet new characters and I can't wait to get to these books and I'm so excited to go through and read them again. I also started a reread of the Veronica Speedwell series, so I'm on to the second book. It's A Perilous Undertaking by Deanna Raybourn. So I had the absolute best time rereading A Curious Beginning. I increased my rating. I had so much fun. I went through and annotated and I was just kicking my feet and smiling and grinning. I just love Veronica and Stoker so much. So I'm very excited to continue. So this one will also be happening in August. And then the last on my long list of rereads for this month is The House and the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, one of my favorite books of all time. This is some wholesome stuff right here. It's just so heartwarming and I love this book. I love TJ Klune's writing and the story, the characters. I just love it so much. But yeah, I feel like this is the perfect book to read right before the school year starts. So I'm very excited to do my reread of this one as well. All right, now on to books that I have not yet read. First up is Fallen Stars by Imani Ariu. I'm not sure if that's how you say her name yet. I still haven't figured it out. I'm trying. If you know, please tell me. But this is the second book in the Heavenly Bodies series, which Heavenly Bodies I read in July, and it blew me out of the water. It's one of my favorite fantasy romances that I've ever read. It was so amazing. And I cannot wait to see where the story is going to go, what the characters are going to do. I can't wait to see more from Enzo and Alara. This one I think has a very nautical feel to it. It's got the ship wheel, there's an anchor up here, there's mermaids over here. So I have a feeling it's going to be very nautical and I'm very excited for that. So she's thick, but I am so eager to see where the story is going to go. It's like a celestial kind of fantasy world and I just loved the first one so much. So yeah, definitely going to continue the series, and then the third book comes out later this year. It says fall 2023, so I need to get this one read before that comes out so that I'm ready to go when it does. Next up, I have A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent by Marie Brennan. This one is supposed to be like a kind of historical fiction feel fantasy where this scientist, Lady Trent, studies dragons. I have heard really good things about this one. I've heard it compared to, what's the book called? Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, where like Emily Wilde studies fairies and like that fantasy world. In this world, she studies dragons, and I've just heard really good things about it, and I'm really excited to get to it. I heard about this from Katie over at Katie is Reading, and she really enjoyed it, so I'm eager to get to it. So I'm gonna try to get to this one. I have 2 more fantasy romances that I wasn't able to get to in July, so I'm kind of rolling them over to this month, so hopefully I can get to them in August. So the first one is What Lies Beyond the Realms by Ashley R. O'Donovan. I haven't read this yet, and it's bothering me that I haven't read it yet because I saw an annotation from this and I was like, oh my god, I need to read that right away, and then I bought it and just didn't pick it up. So I need to get to it. I need to stop dragging my feet on it. I just need to give it a shot. So it's going on this TBR as well, even though it was on my July TBR and I didn't get to it. And then same goes for The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. This just came out in July. Well, it came out in the US in July, and I've been waiting for it to come out. It was an anticipated release for me. I've been seeing like teaser reels from the author for months now, and I pre-ordered this, and I really want to get to it because some of the scenes in here, I'm like, that sounds like exactly something that I want to read right now. And I just haven't gotten to it yet. It says on the back here, she was not a beacon of light. She was not a savior of realms. If the gods had chosen her, they had chosen wrong. And that just, ooh, I love that setup. So I'm excited to get to this one too. And then the last book that I'm going to put on this very ambitious TBR is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series. So the audiobook for this actually gets released on the 11th of August. And I read the first 2 books, Binding 13 and Keeping 13, on audio, and I really liked that because it's set in Ireland and the narrators are Irish. I've been waiting for the audiobook to come out. This is Joey's book, and Joey is my favorite character from this series, so I'm very excited to see his story. I know it's going to deal with a lot of tough topics, but I cannot wait to get to Joey Lynch's story. So when the audiobook comes out, I will be picking this one up. Hello, I finished filming and I realized I left 3 books off of my August TBR that I wanted to mention. So first one is another reread, and that is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I am doing a read-along for this series with a bunch of my friends. So Lachlan from Locke's Library, Rachel from Raven-Haired Reader, Sam from Sam Reads a Little, and Tori from Live a Novel Life. I will leave all of them linked down below. We are starting a reread of the series, and I'm sure we're going to be doing live shows and stuff, so stay tuned for that. But I'm so excited to reread this series. I love it so much. I have reread Magnolia Parks, the first one, but I haven't reread any of the other books, so I'm really excited to just experience everything again. Another reread for the month, like, you can't go wrong. So I figured I would mention that since I forgot to mention that when I was filming before. Then I also have 2 like August releases that I want to get to. The first one is Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. So it is a witchy, I think it's YA or like new adult. I think maybe the main character is like 18, but I read Rachel Griffin's 2 other books, Nature of Witches and what's the other one called? Wild as the Witch, and I loved them both. I really like her writing style, and I liked the second book better than the first, so I'm hoping that I like this third one from her even more because her writing is just getting better and better. I think it's in like an enemies to lovers kind of hate to love situation. I don't know a ton about it, if I'm being honest. I've just seen a few quotes from it that she's like teased, and I'm so excited for that one. And then also Foxglove by Adeline Grace. This is the sequel to Belladonna, which I absolutely loved when I read Belladonna last year, and so I've been anticipating the sequel. So I'm definitely going to try to get to both of those releases as they come out, and yeah, I just completely forgot to mention them. So the TBR is getting even longer and longer, but again, I'm just so excited for all of these. So yeah, figured I would come back and mention that I missed those. So those are all of the books that I plan to get to in August. I'm hoping that I can get to all of them and more, but who knows with how my reading has been going. But I am very excited to get to all of these, so hopefully that means something. But if you made it to the end of this video, you can let me know by leave the teddy bear emoji down in the comments down below. I don't know why. It's just the first one that came to mind. So leave that down in the comments down below to let me know that you made it to the end of this video. And if you liked it, you can let me know by liking and subscribing down below to help support me and my channel. And I will also leave my Goodreads and my Instagram link down below. If you want more bookish content from me, you're always welcome to follow me on those. And thank you again so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.